in this final summary video, day 4 and 5, there are two areas of topics that are remaining. One is social marketing, which is content marketing around using recommendation engines, search engines, how to build content that is really, really amazing and that has a hockey stick growth. And we also have two speakers that are working in the future technologies around blockchain and AR, VR space. So I have a lot of notes, but I'm going to make this slightly different. I'm going to just show you some of the screenshots that I took from the slide deck that she created. It's pretty amazing quality content that she's created, and you don't have to look through all my scribbles here. But if you are interested, then I will actually put a link to the PDF, and you can actually see all my detailed notes if someone's interested. But the very first key pieces are these two speakers, phenomenal speakers. One who's a co-founder at VStream, in working in this space of AR and VR, virtual reality space. I didn't pay too much attention. I actually was half asleep on that early morning. This other guy who's a blockchain expert, Rolf from USC, so go Trojans. I actually was awake and I learned a little bit about blockchain and what is mining and how and why it's important. And he was quite refreshing in that sense. He woke me up. Again, didn't pay too much attention. What I was really interested in these 2 days was like, hey, how do I take some of the tips to 10x the channel in terms of content, and what does it mean to build content that does take off? So the very first thing that she shares, and as you can see, she's actually like in this the video streaming that she's doing from her own own home, and she has a background lit with slides and she's like pointing at it. She's actually like using a pointer, and she's actually using her hands. So the way she's taught this is just phenomenal. So let's get into the content, and so you will see her in the slides because it's just a snapshot of the video when I saw it. So 3 things for content strategy. First, you have to pick the right content. It has to be a 10x content, not something that anyone can create and it's easy and it's already there is someone who's done it a way better job. Then you don't need to create content for the sake of content. That's a big learning for me. I created content for just sharing whatever I know, whatever it made me easier. But what she's sharing is one of the key insights, which is to create content that's really needed. Meaning she does a lot of research. She actually finds out, is there enough value? Is there popularity of the search term? She uses TubeBuddy in a pretty big way, which I learned is a really good tool. And find out if there is enough competition in this space. Like, is there like people who have not created content for a long time? That means there's less competition. And there's a lot of things that she's done to just simply research, like, hey, what topics and keywords to use for the content to create, which is phenomenal. And then she has a content plan which says, hey, this will be a 10x content, and she does very few. She's only 4 videos, but 1 million+ views. The strategy is working, right? So picking the right topic is very important. Something that can be a 10x and something that is optimized for the algorithm when it comes to algorithm search. When someone searches on YouTube, it's optimized for that. Second, if the content quality is good, then it'll be also recommended. If people are watching your videos for a long period of time, then YouTube understands that, and then they actually suggest. So suggestion is a big source. As you can see here, she's actually like shown that her content traffic, the suggested traffic, which is in blue, has surpassed her search traffic. Initially, the search traffic and search optimization helps with a high CTR and really high volume, but over time, the suggested traffic actually surpasses. And the way she does this is with this example that she gave, which is like Field of Dreams. It's not like you just create content and people will come. No, that's not her strategy, which is what is my strategy. I create content. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I learned something really meaningful. It's very powerful. Someone can take content and use it. So I just create it. I don't pay a lot of attention. Look at this light next to me. It's just glowing. I hope it's not too distracting for you. And then the content is more important. But what she's saying is super, super important. That is, don't just create content for the sake of content. Create content that is high value, high quality, which I found super interesting. And she also shared an example of this blog post, which is titled "The Simple Facebook Posting Strategy That Helped Us 3x Our Reach and Engagement." Basically, these people started posting less and got engagement that was much more. Like, they posted probably 3 times less and got engagement 3 times more. So it's like less is more is her mantra, and she's like used various examples to drill that in us, right? She does emphasize the importance of virality. Like, how can you make your content so good it has a hook in terms of how people want that content. It's good for the algorithm that it will recommend because it's optimized for search and relevance. It's really good quality content. And there are many ways in which you can create virality, which she's sharing. And some of these are controversial, like controversial topic, and she said like fake and like those other not so good quality content actually get virality even by mistake sometimes. So bizarre content, signaling, feelings, and new content. There's many ways to have content that's viral, that people want to share. And if you have a feeling associated with the video, people like it. They want the other people who've actually felt it to see it. New content feels like there is something new to learn, so people like it. So very important to learn about some of these concepts of virality and also search engine optimization, SEO. And so she shares like how the UX, content, data structure, authority, like you are the source of that expert for that content, and using the right keywords, uploading great quality content, making sure people actually use and watch it for a long period of time. There's a lot that goes into creating good quality content. So that is a great realization. SEO, virality, and many other areas. One other new post that was shared was this website, which has 2 videos, which I have to watch. I have not watched it, which is how to create 10x content best of Whiteboard Friday. So this guy actually has created 2 videos, which is highly recommended, which is my homework, which I will actually go through, and tells about 10x content. So if you are interested in that, going and finding that out is good. And her source of inspiration are all of these streamers who spend insane amount of money. Look at this one that she's quoting, $30,000 for a streaming studio, which is a lot of money, but they actually make a lot of money too. So basically using some of the things that learned for some of these streamers and actually up her game is what she's trying to do. She's saying, hey, I'm a professional instructor, and she's want to make sure that she provides the best quality education to her audience wherever they are. And so she's doing it, right? Like, she look at the amount of quality content that she's already created. And this image is also from that same slide, the same blog post that was listed here by this guy on how to create 10x content. And you look at that, like the amount of thinking that goes into saying, hey, this is actually good quality content. Is on the x-axis is the effort goes on increasing, on the y-axis the scale goes on increasing. And so it's a minimum bar needed to scale up to get good quality content is to have a lot of time spent into creating it. That's the key insight. Like, the value that you put into creating your content is what counts. And there's lots of aspects around it, into how do you market it, how do you optimize it for search engines, and many other things are important. How do you build the right thumbnails? And she shared a lot of tips around having thumbnails with people's faces on it, and a really good description of that you can easily make out from the thumbnail as to what this video is about. Even creating video with like subtitles and like, that can be consumed without sound. There's a lot of really good quality content that she shared around how to create good quality videos. And finally, she even shared like the setup that she has used for doing all of this, which is she uses this open source and free tool called OBS Studio, which helps us to navigate and move between different screens, have a custom background, and uses green screen well. And she shared pretty much everything in terms of how to do it. And so I have a lot of homework cut out for me over this upcoming December break, where I will actually go through and set this up. And there are these softwares, Updeck, which she shared, and a YouTube channel of this person who's actually showing how to do it, how to create good quality videos so that you don't see these lights that you see today. Hopefully in the new year, you will see better quality videos even coming from me. And there are devices that help you quickly move from one screen to the other and make it really high good quality. So Stream Deck is another thing that was shared, and use of real green screen so that if they're behind you, you can actually create good quality content. She even shared like some channels that were her inspiration. Like, so I took down some photos. So Catherine Manning and Potato Jet. Catherine Manning, I'm really looking forward to it. I just subscribed to her channel, and she's gonna help us in terms of how to build the channel and create content. And then there's this guy who, Daniel Schiffer, has a really good channel too, which was shared as to how he paid $25 for video editing, and he got blown away by the quality of the video that the other person created. And finally, TubeBuddy. I have a lot of things to do and learn from TubeBuddy in terms of what content is ranked higher, get some insights from it, and start using that tool. A lot of credit, all the credit actually goes to Professor Julie Shiro for the amazing delivery. It was totally worth waking up 4 in the morning and actually taking the course and be done at like 6 or 7 or by 8 in the morning. So it's like 4 hours early in the morning. Highly recommend the GNAM course. You would learn a lot from it. Every minute, every second counts, and then she's made sure that there is no fluff. It was really good quality content. I learned a lot. It was a full 2-unit course, I feel, although I got no credits, but I feel that I learned significantly. So highly recommend taking her course. It is an absolute great content for the time that you invest. So Digital Transformation by Julie Shiro from UCD Graduate Business School. I would highly recommend her course. Check it out, and good luck creating and being the change agent for digital transformation in your company. Thanks.